people have got so many records, but I ask people, there's a very leading questions. How many times a week should you be speaking to your candidates and your clients and your CRM? And as long as you've got good messages, it's really important. But keeping your data clean, keeping it relevant, not having bags and bags of data that's just it's pointless. What are you doing with people who are around their data at the moment? So I'm guessing that's what's keeping you busiest.
Yeah, it's a really big thing at the moment, Gary. And I think the kind of trigger for it is, and I think certainly it's probably from last year, which was quite a tough year in recruitment. People want to do more with what they've got. So they're looking at their data, they're sitting in their CRM, and they're thinking, we want to start marketing, and we want to start eventually doing some automations. But they don't trust a lot of the data that's in their CRM. And that's where I've been able to step in and say, let me analyze the data. Let's look at the state of what you've got here, and let's see where the opportunities are to actually improve it, get it better, get it into a state that you can actually start trusting it. And then you can start thinking about, segmenting it, using it for marketing, perhaps deploying some automations around that. I see it a lot of the time. I spoke to a client yesterday around this kind of stuff, and it seems to be a regular sort of hot topic. So the first port of call is absolutely, you want to start doing some clever things, automation, all the rest of it, that's fine. Get your data sorted first, especially contact data. You'll see a lot of contacts that don't even work at that company anymore. They've moved on. But if you then think about starting campaigns and you're bombing out emails to people that no longer work there, or it's just a bad start to begin with.
Well, it's dangerous as well. Do you use, was it bounceable?
Yeah, I use, similar to Never Bounce, yeah.
But if you keep sending emails out and not getting responded to, or worst case, they're bouncing, then your delivery scores, it goes right down, and they just stop you eventually. Yeah. So they just think you're robots. So understanding the quality of your data is one thing. I remember back in the day that we always used to trade on how many hiring managers or candidates you got on your CRM. That's pointless these days. If you think about the small fraction of people that you've got on your CRM that you've actually ever made money with or from, versus that whole raft of data.
Exactly.
It blows my mind.
Yeah.
And you don't need loads, you just need high quality. Do you think people are listening to that narrative now?
I think they are, in honesty, because like I said, they want to be doing more with what they've got. So they've got all this data anyway. That's why we need it in a better shape. And then also, if you combine with that, they want to be doing smarter things. So that's been the catalyst for the conversation I've been having to actually get stuff in a better place. So it's music to my ears, but it's good that it's happening.
So if people want to engage with you, if they want to just basically kick the tires and have a look at what's going on, what does typical health check product look like with you?
I do a free 30-minute call with prospective people that want to have a chat, so I could focus on some of their pain points and offer some advice and guidance just within that 30 minutes. Like I said, my experience is fairly wide now, so I can offer some guidance there. If they want to take things further, then absolutely. I spend a lot of time on site with clients, speaking to people who understand, getting under the hood of what they do. Plus, as well, people engage me on a sort of longer term basis if they need be to help work closely alongside them to deliver projects that 3 or 4 months. I'm typically working with clients on maybe a day a week kind of thing. That's quite a common sort of thing. So there's a mixture of things. Some people can reach out for a set up a Zoom call and go through stuff, but I like being in amongst it and working quite closely with my clients, and they lean on me for my advice and knowledge and stuff that I'm seeing.
Especially if people are trying to go over to the US, because it's the same language but totally different. Yeah. And if you're trying to trade in Germany, every different region has got its own quirks, and the phone systems in Germany are a nightmare to get hold of a number. You have to have a registered office, and so all these things that you can advise on, which I think is really, really great.